Okay, hello, folks. I'm gonna update you on some of the crime going on because News 12 sure ain't. To them, we are this. We are just a barren place that counts for no. Well, I mean, this is beautiful. Look at all these shapes, but we are just forgotten. Bottom line, this picture kind of says it all. We are just forgotten and left to pretty much fend for ourselves because nobody seems to care about us in the middle of the island. Not many people care anyway. And there's been a number of crime. We still have never found out what that police activity was last night. This is, again, some of the pictures. A lot of police cars. You could see what was going on. This was last night. The bus passed this, and the police were surrounding this white Chrysler Town and Country without estate plates. And there's another picture of what it looked like again. Right outside Roosevelt Field. There were like at least 12 police cars, huge police presence. Again, you could see, just look at all the police cars they had right at the front of Roosevelt Field there at Old Country Road. Something happened. Somebody was caught doing something, and then there were the ambulances across the street too, which leads me to believe that that somebody might have gotten hurt. But we still don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was. It is being buried, and it's really a disgrace. But this is what it is when we are just. It's like if a tree falls in the forest. We are completely forgotten in the middle of the island. Nobody cares about us. We're completely on our own, left to fend for ourselves. It's just the South Shore is the only part of Long Island that actually is acknowledged as existing on this planet. And this is an example of what I deal with in my area here. This is now this beat up parking lot here that's very close to where I live, and now we have a car with no license plates parked here. So it's very concerning. Maybe it was stolen and dumped here, for all we know. I should probably notify the police of that. But this is an example. No license plates on the car. Look at all the weeds. This is the way it is here in Mineola. This is the neglect we face. We are just a completely forgotten wasteland. That's what it's come down to. In News 12, they don't care. They don't care about us at all. I mean, they've just forgotten about us completely. They're all over the South Shore today. I just put up another video calling them out because today was absolutely ridiculous. They just gloss over the crime. They're all over the South Shore today. I mean, all over the South Shore. All right? I'm going to talk a little more about them later because I haven't had enough ranting on News 12 yet. I'm going to do a little more toward the end of this video, so stay tuned and watch the whole thing. Let's talk about this right here. News 12 spent all of 30 seconds on this story, and they didn't even send a reporter.
Following a stabbing in Coram.
There was a stabbing in Coram.
Police tell us
30 seconds, and no reporter was sent, and it was deadly. All right, so again, because it's in the middle of the island, they don't care. Coram is an area that has been redlined. Coram is now a complete ghetto. And this is very sad. So Long Island woman fatally stabbed, was loving and caring, says a colleague. Police say the 27-year-old who was found with stab wounds on her front lawn was pronounced dead at Stony Brook University Hospital. All right, News 12 didn't send the reporter. Unbelievable. A 27-year-old Long Island woman who was fatally stabbed and remembered on Sunday by colleagues. Again, well, she's probably not white, so that's probably why News 12 doesn't care. Who was fatally stabbed and remembered on Sunday by colleagues. So I'm going to start again here because, again, I have a tendency I'm so upset that this stuff. I was so upset last night. That's what I almost forgot to tell you on this video. I had such a bad upset stomach and terrible acid reflux. I burned my windpipe and esophagus. I was gagging for an hour or so. It was horrible because I'm stressed out over what's happening in the middle of the island. A 27-year-old, so let me get started with the article. I do apologize. A 27-year-old Long Island woman who was fatally stabbed was remembered on Sunday by colleagues as a loving, caring, and valuable person on the team at JDC's Tailgaters Sports Bar in Holbrook. Oh my God, this girl is beautiful. We are sad-hearted to say Megan Kiefer passed away, the Post read. She will always be loved and part of our hearts and be one of them. Once the bar's management learns her funeral arrangements, they will share them. It went on to thank patrons for their support in this rest easy, beautiful girl. So this is the woman that was fatally stabbed. Again, she's got dark hair. She's not a blonde. Sorry, News 12 doesn't care. Kiefer went to Sachem High School North. Kiefer died shortly after she was found with stab wounds outside her Coram home on Saturday afternoon. A 911 call reported that there was an injured woman at a home on Hartford Drive at 4:45 p.m. Broad daylight, again. Broad daylight. And when officers arrived at the scene, they found Megan Kiefer with stab wounds on the front lawn. Kiefer, who lived at the home, was transported to Stony Brook University Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Police aren't releasing any further details. But for News 12 not to send a reporter, I mean, there's been a lot of crime going on in Coram. I got to find out where where this is located. So I'm going to go into maps and we're going to look and figure this out. News 12, you guys are completely, trust me, I am going to let them have it on their Facebook for not covering that. That is unbelievable and completely unacceptable. But it really shows the bias that News 12 is. It really is. It really is. It's just, so let me look for this street. It's called Hartford Avenue, Hartford Drive. So let me look for this street. Drive. It's funny. It's not showing up in here. Hartford Drive. It's not showing up in here. Why is it not showing up in here? That is, it says Hartford Drive right here, and it's not showing up on Google Maps. Hartford Drive, Coram. Hartford Drive. Yeah, the information is correct. Hartford Drive. So why is this not showing up on... I'm putting Hartford Drive and nothing's happening. Google, oh my God, Google doesn't have us. It must be a new development or something. I don't know where Hartford Drive is in Coram. I'm going to have to look it up. Hartford Drive, Coram. All right, here's a 2 Hartford Drive. Let's see where this is. Okay, it's over here, apparently. All right, so it's off. It must be a new development. It's actually not the bad area of Coram at all, by the way. This is up this road here. Mount Sinai Coram Road. On this map here. Now, it's Patchogue. It's at the corner of Old Town and Route 83. All right, so Old Town, this is 83 here. This is Pine Road, Old Town Road. Let's see. Somewhere in this area over here. I can't believe Google does not update there. I guess even Google doesn't care about the middle of the island. Old Town and, okay. It's further south. Old Town Road. Where's Old Town Road? Oh, here we are. So this is Hartford Drive. Unbelievable that Google, it's right here. Oh, Hartford Drive. They spelled it wrong. It's Hartford Drive. Unbelievable. They can't even get the names right. But this is the street. This isn't even considered the bad area of Coram at all. So is this area now going downhill? I mean, this used to be a nice area over here. This area is going downhill too now, I guess. You know, every freaking area in the middle of the island is being ruined. It could have been a domestic disturbance, but, you know, I mean... This is a major story, News 12. I understand there was somebody rescued on the North Shore, but they didn't die. But no, because it was by the water, that's more important, you know. Unbelievable. So, and there's several articles on this here as well. We also have a missing girl, too, by the way. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Let's get to this robbery at the Dunkin' Donuts. There's a lot of crime, and it's all going on in the middle of the island. Well, everybody is living it up on the South Shore. Literally, it's like paradise. And I was down there today. It's like a completely different world down there. All right, when you come back to the middle of the island, it's like a wasteland. It almost feels like, I know it's not Detroit, but it feels like Detroit compared to the South Shore. It really does. Suspect on the loose after an armed robbery at Long Island Dunkin' Donuts. A suspect is at large after an armed robbery at a Long Island Dunkin' Donuts shop. The suspect entered the Dunkin' Donuts shop in Hicksville, located at 432 Jerusalem Avenue, around 9:45 p.m. Saturday, October 23rd. Once inside, he pushed 2 female store clerks, aged 54 and 36, while simulating he had a gun and demanding they give him cash from the register. After obtaining an undetermined amount of money, the suspect left the store southbound on Jerusalem Avenue. The 2 female victims and the 66-year-old male store clerk also present during the robbery were not injured. The suspect is being described as around 17 years old, black, 5'6". He was wearing black jeans, a white hooded sweatshirt, white gloves, and a white face mask. So this is, again, and there was another Nassau County subway shop. All right, this is another crime now. Suspect at large after armed robbery of a subway. And this happened in North Merrick, so this is almost a little more toward the middle of the island. This is North Merrick. A suspect is at large after an armed... News 12 didn't even report on this one. A suspect is at large after an armed robbery at a Long Island Subway sandwich shop. The man entered the Subway sandwich shop located at 1341 Jerusalem Avenue, North Merrick, just before 9 p.m. Friday, October 22nd. Once inside, he pushed the 36-year-old female store clerk up against the wall, simulating he had a gun and demanding that she give him cash from the register. After obtaining an undetermined amount of money, he left the store in an unknown direction. This could be the same person. The suspect was described as a black male. Well, he said possibly his 30s. So not 17, but the height is similar, 5'6". He's wearing black pants, a white zippered sweatshirt with a dark hood over his face, blue rubber gloves, and a black face mask. All right, so that is that crime there. Oh, we've got more here because we have this one too. Man accused of slaying. News 12 didn't even cover this one. Just watch my channel if you want the news. Forget about News 12 because they're useless. Man accused of slashing security employee's arm with a knife at a Long Island bar. And well, you can go to the Daily Voice. A lot of this is being reported by Daily Voice in the patch. All right, but if you want to watch a video, you know where to find the news. It's not on News 12 South Shore. A 42-year-old man is facing an assault charge after police said he slashed an employee of a Long Island bar with a knife. Jose Angel Chirino of Hempstead was arrested in an incident that occurred at a Uniondale bar, also middle of the island, at around 10:40 p.m. on Saturday, October 23rd. Officers responded to the report of a disturbance with a knife at the Fugo Picante bar located at 913 Front Street. Police said officers are told that a 39-year-old man who was working security noticed that Chirino was armed with a knife. The man said he told Chirino that carrying a knife at the bar was not permitted. Chirino refused to leave the bar and a struggle ensued. NCPD reported that a 31-year-old man who was also working security was slashed with a knife on his arm during the struggle. Both employees were able to detain the defendant until he was placed under arrest by police. The 31-year-old man was taken to a hospital to be treated for his injuries. NCPD said that Chirino was charged with second-degree assault and fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon. He was scheduled to be arraigned at Sunday. Today, so Sunday, October 24th. Who knows if he was let out or not? I think we had another incident here that occurred. We have a couple of incidents here. We have that one. I think there was a robbery in Westbury too, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere. Let's go to this one here. Suspect nabbed after shots fired incident. Yeah, this is another shooting that News 12 didn't cover. Suspect nabbed after shots fired incident in Suffolk County residence. A suspect has been apprehended after an incident in which shots were fired at a Long Island residence early this month. The incident happened on Monday, October 4th on Sound Avenue in Calverton. Yeah, sorry, that's not part of the enclave, so we're not going to report on that. Riverhead Police, well, that's News 12 for you. Riverhead Police responded after gunshots were reported on the property. The Riverhead Police Department Detective Division, along with New York State Police Forensic Investigation Unit, conducted the investigation, which resulted in the arrest of Demario Wetson, age 19, of Riverhead on Friday, October 22nd. He's charged with first-degree attempted assault and first-degree reckless endangerment. He was processed on the charges and held for arraignment. Additional arrests are expected. So, yeah, shooting. I mean, who would think that Sound Avenue in Calverton, this would happen in a place like Sound Avenue in Calverton? It's unbelievable. It really is. I mean, Sound Avenue right here. I mean, this is Sound Avenue. I mean, this area is getting redlined now too, I guess. Anything that's not the South Shore is getting redlined. All right, that's the bottom line. We'll get to the map. Let me go back to this now because we still have more stuff here. All right, this was the stabbing here. Hartford. At least they got the spelling right. Hartford Drive. Because I mean, you said Hartford Drive. Yeah, they said Hartford. No, it's Hartford. They have it. No, they do have it as Hartford. Maybe I read it wrong. All right. Well, my fault. Do apologize. I'm under stress. And I'm very upset about what's happening to our island of ours. And nobody seems to care. Nobody's speaking up about it. Police searching for missing 18-year-old from Suffolk County. Police are asking for the public's help in locating a missing 18-year-old Long Island woman. And again, News 12 has an obligation to report on these things, but they don't. Genesee Gordon was last seen leaving a home on Crooked Hill Road in Brentwood, middle of the island again, at about 8 p.m. on Friday, October 22nd. SCPD said Gordon, who was from Brentwood, was reported missing at 8:45 p.m. on Friday. Gordon is described as being 5'4" with brown eyes and brown hair. She was last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt and gray sweatpants. SCPD said she may have traveled to Jersey City, New Jersey, with a male acquaintance. But again, sorry, she has dark hair, so they're not going to report on it. You're not a blonde, sorry. We only care about Gabby on News 12, because she's from preppy little Blue Point. And other than that, they don't care. That's what they care about. Look at these two, all right? Look, it's horrible what happened, but what about all the people who have been murdered that aren't preppy blondes from enclaves? They're just forgotten. They are just forgotten. And the classic example is this. This woman being stabbed on the front lawn of her residence. Unbelievable. Very upsetting. Very upsetting that News 12 did not cover that. They don't even send a reporter. They just voice over it. But it's okay for them. They can send a reporter to Sayville. They can do that. Look at they barely covered this too. 30 seconds, 29 seconds. They didn't send a reporter to that either. They just read it over. Why don't you send a reporter down there? You're not even showing a picture of the freaking Dunkin' Donuts. They don't even send a camera person down. Right? They are just disgraceful. But no, they go here. This gets 1 minute and 34 seconds because it's in Babylon. That's where important people live, in Babylon. There's the important people, certain demographics, sunglasses in their hair. That's because they're lily white finance professionals. All right? And the Sayville thing, they don't even have it on the website, oddly enough. They don't even have it on the website, which is kind of weird that they don't have that, the Sayville thing, which is kind of interesting that is missing from the website. Unless I missed it somewhere, but it just goes to show you how badly mismanaged News 12 South Shore is. Sometimes they miss stories on their own thing, but they were in Sayville of all places, because Sayville, important people live in Sayville. Let's see if we can. I'll hit news. We'll see if we. No, it's not in there. But Sayville residents renew efforts. So Newsday reported on this. The proposed Grapevine apartments. And I'm going to tell you about this. And of course, it's really just because they don't want people who look different than them that moving in the community. I'm against it for different reasons. All right? I'm against it because it is a former golf course. There's a lot of beautiful pines here, and I don't want to see the woods knocked down. So I believe this is the area. This is the former Island Hills. I think this is it. Yeah, it says Reckler. This is what the Island Hills plan. It says it right here. So this is what they want to do. They want to knock all this down and put a whole bunch of apartments here. All right, which I'm against it too, but for different reasons than they are. All right, they're just worried about people who look different than them coming. They don't give a damn about all the pines that are going to get cut down. There's pine barrens on this golf course. Probably going to be hard for you to see. You see there's a pine tree right there. Here we are, Long Island. Once again, we have lost so much of our natural spaces. I know it's a golf course, but we've lost so much of our trees, and they want to cut down even more trees. So you can see all the pines right here in the center. These are all pines here. They want to cut down even more trees. It just never freaking ends here. Whereas in New Jersey, they actually give a damn about the environment. So, oddly enough, that's not on their website. That's kind of weird that it's not on their website, that they don't have it on their website at all, which is kind of weird. But you saw in the other video, So It's just ridiculous. It really is how they just don't care about what we're going through. They thumb their nose at us. They're sitting pretty in their enclaves. I mean, look at our island of ours, all right? I'm going to try to get the whole island on the screen here. And look at what's happening. That the middle of the island is just being redlined. We're getting all the problems dumped in the middle of the island. And the whole middle of the island, all the way from Queens, all the way out now to Riverhead almost, all right, is just having all the problems dumped there, while the South Shore gets all the attention, all the investment, all the attention all goes to the South Shore. It's unbelievable what's happening. We're being, and the North Shore too to some extent, but the North Shore I think is being forgotten too. They're next in line. Right now they're okay, but I think they're next in line to be redlined too. It's all going to be about the South Shore. That's it. You're going to have to live in these areas on the South Shore to be safe. If you want to have a good quality of life on Long Island, looking at Nassau County here, you're going to have to live these South Shore areas right here. You have to be south of the Southern State. So literally, you got to be over here. You just draw the lines right here. Everything's going to be drawn out for you here, pretty much. I mean, there may be some small variations, like I think Levittown will be okay. Farmingdale will be okay. And parts of Amityville too. And Copeg too, south part. Lindenhurst, Babylon, West Islip, all this stuff. Out to Bayshore, Islip, which probably you can't see, it's off the screen. This is all going to be a desirable place to live. This is where you're going to have to be a certain demographic if you want to live here. Even though the quality of life is good, you're not going to be welcome if you're not a certain demographic. You're not going to be somebody with white skin, preppy clothes, working in finance, banking, real estate. Otherwise you're not going to be allowed to live there because you're going to have to be making a certain amount of money. They don't, and as far as seniors and the disabled, forget it. Nope, they're not going to fight hard. You see how they're fighting hard against that housing out in. They know why they don't want it there. It has nothing to do with the trees. It has everything to do with they don't want people that aren't their own kind living there. And the same thing here in this part of Nassau County. Again, these are the chosen areas here. Long Beach, parts of Lawrence, Woodmere, parts of the south part of Valley Stream, Lynbrook, Malvern, Rockville Center. This is all going to be an enclave too, except for Baldwin, of course. This is all an enclave too. All right, so there's your other enclave. All right. And then we go further. Whoops. Clear that out. We'll move this further along east. And the other enclave further east in Suffolk County, we see the same pattern going on where Coram is being redlined. This whole area here is just being redlined. They're just putting all the problems here. Selden, Coram, Middle Island, Ridge, all the problems being dumped. Center Reach, maybe Lake Grove eventually. I'm going to just dump all the problems here. Maybe Ronkonkoma too, Holbrook, obviously Central Islip and Brentwood too. All the problems getting dumped here. Medford, Yaphank. This does encompass part of the Pine Barrens too. Manaville, Calverton, maybe Wading River. All right, all that's going to be redlined. And probably can't see it on the screen. See, the way Long Island is shaped, I can't show you everything. But, and then we'll change. And then the South Shore, oh, yeah, of course, Port Jefferson Station also being redlined. Maybe Mount Sinai, Port Jefferson. This whole area here is just going to be redlined too as well. And then, again, you have to be on the South Shore if you want to be, with the exception of Mastic Beach, Brookhaven, southern part of Bellport, Patchogue, Bayport, Blue Point, Sayville, East Islip. This is going to be an enclave for people, And again, only a certain demographics allowed to live here. They're not going to let you in there, If you're not one of them, they will look at you as not worthy of being there. That's the way these people are, And again, if you can't afford those areas, well, sorry. while you get to see your quality of life get ruined in the middle of the island, you're not going to be allowed to live in the part of the island that's thriving, so you're going to have to go live somewhere else other than Long Island, and that's what the plan is all about. I got to keep fighting against this plan. I'm not leaving Long Island without kicking and screaming and fighting and making as many videos documenting what's happening as I can. I don't care how many times they write my name all over the county and all over the island, because we got to take a stand against this crap. All right? We all need to matter. We all got to stop the discrimination. And News 12 needs to report the damn news. And I wish somebody in the state government or the Federal Communications Commission would investigate this network and tell them if they don't start reporting the news on Long Island that they're going to start receiving some pretty hefty fines, and then they'll start changing their tune real quick. All right, but we know they're not going to do that because everybody's afraid to do anything against Wall Street. Everybody's afraid to offend these preppy lily white snobs on the South Shore. Well, I'm not afraid to offend them, because they think they're better. They think their crap doesn't stink. They think that they are, just look at them here. I mean, they just think that they are, we know we got that, which is why I got this. But, I mean, they think their crap doesn't stink. Look, they're all white. Every single one of them is white. Every single one of them. All right? They're all white. All right? They don't want people who aren't white going into the community. They're a bunch of racist snobs. They only want to be with their own kind. Look at them. All right? And the truth hurts. Like I said at the MTA meeting when I called the MTA board snobs, the truth hurts, but it's the truth. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.